Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be Solar and Maru. This is another Wardy replay. Check him out at the links in the description. He's got a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel. He is an excellent caster who creates his own tournaments with professional players, and he's a good dude. Top left, it's going to be Solar from Onside Gaming. And in the bottom right, it is Maru, also from Onside Gaming. So an entered team match here today. Got Terror the Overlord checking for proxies. We've got an SCV building a supply depot. And then a barracks. There you go. Barracks coming up. Not a command center first play here from Maru today. If you command center first every single TVZ, then every single Zerg will pool first you and win. So just sprinkle it in. Sprinkle in the command first play. But don't do it all the time. Yes. That is the smart thing to do. Alright, so hit your... let's try that again. Hit the like button if you're excited for Solar versus Maru. Maru is... the best Terran player right now. He did defeat Oliveira in a tournament recently. But I don't know. I feel like he still is. I feel like Maru is still the best Terran player in the world. Reaper up. Ooh, 2 racks opening here. I like it. I like the aggression here from Maru. And Solar won't scout it until an Overlord sees it. Yeah, so 2 racks Reaper opening here. Very, very fun. As I am casting this on March the 29th, 2003, I got up from my chair right before I cast this and went to refill my water mug, and it is dumping snow. It's late March. Ugh. So this Reaper's name is Loaded Nachos. Catching the drone, trying to make a third base. Forced to make himself into an extractor here. Nah, says Loaded Nachos. This Overlord says, oh, there are 2 Reapers. All right, so I'd better make some lings then. Oh, there it is. Yeah, just going to third base down to the south instead, and this drone is definitely dead. There's no way this drone survives this onslaught. I mean, this is a lot of Reaper time and a lot of Reaper damage. Oh my gosh, 3 Reapers. Okay. So we got 3 Reapers, then into expand. Reaper, there you go. Drone dies. I mean, I don't know. You invested into 3 Reapers, and exactly 1 drone died, and you kind of delayed the third base from Solar, but not by like a ton. I don't know if I feel great about this if I'm Maru, but we're not done yet. These Reapers are not dead. These Lings don't have speed. I'm trying to stay off the creep here as much as Terranly possible, but oh crap, you have to go into the creep a little. Oh, okay, a lot, apparently. Queen shots, that's a dead Reaper, and that's, oof, almost another dead Reaper there, but the boys do escape. Loaded Nachos looking good with his friends here. That's a 4-kill Reaper, not bad. It's another 4-kill Reaper, really? Complete. Yeah, man, 7 Lings and a drone have died. The Reaper that died had 0 kills. Is kind of hilarious, actually. Or did he have... No, he had 0. The math adds up, right? 7 and 1 is 8. 4 and 4 is 8. Yep. Look at me doing math while I'm casting. Holy smokes, I'm so smart. All right, so speed is going to finish up here any second. Now it's going to be the end of the time for the Reaper. Absolutely, there's enough Lings to take them down. By that, I mean there's 5 Lings. Which I guess with a little bit of Queen support should be okay. Yeah, Lings are just waiting for these guys to come back in. And the Reapers are like, okay, never mind. Just kidding. We're just popping in to say hello. Marine production back home from Maru. Going for a Cloak Banshee follow-up. Pretty standard stuff these days. Not like every TBZ has Cloak Banshees, but it's enough of a thing that I think Solar should be fine with it. The timing on this, generally around 4.5, 5.5 minutes, you want to start a Spore. If you don't already have Overseers on the way, which generally you're not going to if you're macro playing like Solar is here, right? Got to have that lair first, takes a while, so just throwing up Spores around 4:45, 5 minutes. You're not going to really regret that against a Terran player, not so much. Zergling says, a lot of Marines and a couple of Reapers moving across the map. Fair enough. any kind of a timing attack? Not really, no. Stim's on the way, but it's not... I mean, I guess Stim could be there by the time they get across the map. I feel like they're going to get there early, though, which is not exactly ideal. If you're getting Stim... Yeah, I don't know. These Marines are kind of like, we don't have Stim yet. It's not going to be done for another 30, 40 seconds or so. Just kind of fainting in here. Lings say, how far back is Maru going? Seems to be going all the way almost. The third base lands here from Maru. Creep spread, connecting all the bases, pushing down to the south, checking to make sure there's not another army somewhere else, or maybe the army went down to the south here. Who knows? Baneling Nest is on the way from the Zerg player, and he's got that lair coming up. So does he have... Yes, he's got a spore up here. Yep, he's worried about Cloak Banshee, as he should very well be. Where is it? Good grief. So it's over here. Did it get Cloak, or did that get canceled? No, it's a one Banshee Cloak play? That's weird. Usually it's two. So repositioning the spore at the exact wrong time, allowing the Banshee to get pretty deep in that mineral line and wipe out a couple, three drones go down there. Not super cool stuff. Ooh, 4. All right. This is great from Maru. This is what we like to see. Getting that economic damage in early. Banshee has to get into this dead airspace, out of the range of the detection of this spore, which is further than it can shoot. And you got to keep that in mind always. Fourth base now coming up from Solar, what used to be his third. That's totally cool. Drop from Maru heading up the right side, as his third base is creating the Great Wall of Supply Depots to keep Lings out of there, because a player like Solar is going to want to do that. So yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe one day Solar is going to knock his way into the top 4 Zerg players on Earth, but it's a lot of competition. Dark Rogue, Raynor, and Serral are all insanely good Zerg players. Solar is just behind them. Like, really, really good, but not at their level exactly. It's really just premier tournament performance that tells us that. Banshee gets a couple more kills back here at the natural base. 1-1 is on the way from Solar, which indicates maybe we're going to get some Ultras here on the current patch with a little smaller footprint Ultras. They're little baby Ultras, right? But they still pack a punch. Zerglings want to get that surround. And no, the pickup says, I know what's going to happen after that surround happens. There's going to just be Banelings right all up in my face here. Okay, so far so good. Solar's got a ton of Lings, man. 50 Zerglings and 7 Banes. But, you know, he's also got 74 workers to 68 SCVs from Maru, so he's doing all right. Income tab, up, down, right as mules come in. Right now it is favoring Maru just a little bit, but, you know, as this 4th base really gets online, it's going to be a big deal here for Solar to be on 4 bases, and then a 5th base, and 6th base is just never going to stop expanding based on the pathing we're seeing here. A little bit late on the... Okay, just leaving those guys to die. Oh, they lost the medevac, that's why. Banshee coming back in pretty dangerously, but just out of range of that spore, and there's not a queen to take advantage of the spore's detection. This is a, wow, 8-kill Banshee. Not bad. Honestly, impressive stuff on this Banshee. I think all 8 of those kills are drones, too. There aren't, you know, some Ling kills in there, which aren't as impressive, but still, they count as kills nevertheless. Tacking up the bottom side, clearing the creep. Early warning system, letting Solar know that he's here, obviously. Double medevac, drop has to get on out. Unloading on the top side also is Maru. Going to try to jump in here and force a cancel on this base, but the queen count's a little bit too high for that. And by that I mean they're going to lose the medevac. Oh my gosh, yep. Medevac decides not to die, leaves the Marines to die, and the hatch is canceled and replanted. So that's a bit of a win for both players there. Middle of the map, Lings, Banelings cruising around. Surgical Hooks is done. Infestation Pit on the way. Hydralisks in production with speed for those boys too. On the other side, a Sensor Tower going for Drilling Claws. Maru is going to be employing the Widow Mines in this TVZ, which is not a requirement, but I don't know. I'm a pretty big fan of it. Personally, this Banshee's got 10 kills, and it's all drones, man. All drones, all the way down. 4th base from Maru, Planetary Fortressing that up, as is tradition and as has been tradition for all time. Hive on the way from Solar at 9 minutes, loving that. Getting a Lurker Den, so maybe not Ultras. Maybe going to be Hydroling, Lurker Bane. A lot of gas required for that, but that's why this base is coming up in the first place, right? Right. For that gas. +2/+2 on the way for the Lings and the Banes. +2 attack is on the way. And +2 armor is on the way for the infantry. I don't know why I didn't see that first. Concussive Shell getting started. recognizing he's going to want some Marauders to deal with the Baneling hits and also to deal with the Lurkers that are probably coming, or, I don't know, the Ultralisks. Like, either way, adding Marauders into your composition as the game goes on is something you definitely want to do as a Terran player against an Elite Zerg player. They're just going to come in handy. Like, I guess unless it's Ling, I don't know, Ling, Bane, and Muta. Still, the Banelings, Marauders are going to be good at soaking up those Bane hits, you know? Another group of Creep Tumors get massacred. Army not really quite in position to save this immediately. Drones have to pull temporarily a little bit there. But just infinite Zerglings show up, and the Marines are like, we got good upgrades, but not that good of upgrades. Both players continue to work on that 2-2. Burrow's coming in from Solar. We don't see Burrow a ton in TVZs. Or really ever in StarCraft. It's kind of a rare upgrade, but I like it. Yeah, Banelings crashing on these Marauders. The Marauders are going to die, but it takes a couple Banelings to do it, and that's not a good cost-efficient trade. Ugh, Widowmine. Connecting on an Overseer is actually exactly what you want. Good. 6 splits there from Solar, too. Yeah, these Widowmines not exactly getting super amounts of value, but really all it takes is a couple solid hits. Vipers on the way, a very traditional spellcaster to do in conjunction with Hydra. Ling, Baneling, Lurker. You can abduct tanks into this group. You can throw Blinding Cloud on the tanks. You can, yeah, abducting tanks is going to be a good thing to do here for our Zergy Zerg. Group down to the south from Maru is kind of getting discovered. Let's say we're on Babylon. We're on Babylon. It's a good map. I like it. Got a lot of green on it. Got some red. Super cool. Kind of red rock formations. Liberators in the mix here, too. Not great against Hydra Ling Bane Liberators. Just because the Lings don't care and the Hydras counter Liberators pretty amazingly, actually. Maru consolidates all of his forces up to the north. Both players are maxed out here at 11 minutes. This is what we're here for. Yo, we're here for both players maxed out under 12 minutes. Incredible macro with skirmishes going on the whole time. Got 4 ghosts in production. Baneling connection there. Okay. Not the best of micro in that situation. I don't know. I guess killing that burrowed Ling at that attempt at a 5th base. Yeah, the Lings roll in. The Liberators are like, we're killing Lings, Captain. And then the commander's like, I don't actually care about that. Yeah, Liberator. Oh, that Liberator. Nope. Dies. Oh, Parasitic Bomb finished that one off. Okay, Hydra attacks and Parasitic Bomb combined wiped it out. Excellent. 28 Banelings in production. Expanding bottom left here is Solar. Is that a 6th base for him? It certainly is. Certainly is. Both players, I don't know, Solar's got a bit of a bank here. 2,500 minerals and 600 gas. Maru is spending his money after those losses, taking a few more losses than Solar did there. So the bank discrepancy continues to increase here in favor of the Zerg player. Oh, it snipes on some queens? Sure, why not? Sniping queens, sniping vipers, sniping hydras, lurkers, sometimes banelings. Ooh, good baneling hit there. I don't know if that was exploding on a Widowmine or what, but that was some banelings not getting a ton of value, but wins that battle. Planetary Fortress, enough banelings? No. Not enough banelings to bust it, even with the hydra support. Not with the army camped on it, too. If you're going to baneling bust down a command center that's been upgraded to a planetary, then just make sure the army's not parked on it. That's not the base you want to try and kill. You want to kill the base that doesn't have an army parked on it. That makes it so much easier for you. Through all time. Lurkers on the way. Banelings on the way. A lot of Banelings on the way. Lurkers take a while. Ghost just eating Ling and Bane shots to the face. Decent split there on that Widowmine hit. Not the greatest thing ever, but he saved about half of a pack of Lings. It's hard to select the Ling that has the line going to it and getting it off. Just kind of like general area it if you're Solar in that situation. I don't know. I feel like Cyril's a little bit better at it. He will get the one Ling. Peel it off. Oh, that's a big Baneling hit. That's a big Baneling hit. Wow, 24 kill Widowmine. That's what I'm talking about. Also, Solar is attacking a base that was undefended. Remember when I was like, go for the base that doesn't have an army parked at it? That's what this is. Liberators do show up and chase away the lurkers. Baneling's getting some connections. Only a handful of Hydras here, though, so that's not happening. Parasitic Bomb on a medevac has to split off. These queens are off creep and extraordinarily vulnerable. This is an incredibly good game. These players are playing hard. They're playing fast. Stuff is dying. That's what we like to see in StarCraft. We don't like games where both players macro up and nothing dies for the first 15 minutes. Not that that's really a thing in StarCraft 2 these days. Medevac down. Lurkers burrowing in. Trying to snipe them. And you can break that lock-on now. See, those two Lurkers would have died in the previous patch because the lock-on could not be broken as the Lurkers are running away. So a couple of them survived thanks to the recent balance patch. Excellent. Solar really wants... is that a 7th or 8th base? He's kind of double expanding here. Double expand to the south and to the north. Maru, 179 supply. Solar, 191. This is looking pretty good, I think, for the Zerg player right now. Maru is all up this right side, but he needs to keep expanding to keep path and keep track with what Solar is doing here. Because Solar is microing like an absolute madman. Microing and macroing. I think I said microing by accident. It's cool. More ghosts in production. We know that Maru ghosts are the most powerful ghosts in all of the Caprilu sector. No one else's ghosts are as good as Maru's ghosts. Not even close, the ghosts. To the south, Solar's base. He's got to save it. He's trying to re-expand at the 12 o'clock here, too. He's going for a lurker drop behind this planetary, which is a great move. Yeah, siege tanks trying to get some hits off. There's liberators there, too. Just kind of chasing the army back, then repositioning. And this lurker sneaking in here. We could just sit back here and stay out of range and burrow. And now the SCVs have to flee. That hurts the income for the Terran immensely. Widowmine doesn't get a hit off. That Widowmine doesn't get a hit off. EMP is getting tossed down on the Overseers. And then sniping them. Oh, now the cloak is here. Now the cloak is way better because the Overseers got sniped and this base is going to die to ghosts. But also, these lurkers are having a great time completely shutting down mining at this top right base from Maru. That's not good for the Terran player. Liberator has to come in and shut it down. Where's the other lurker? Did it already die to a Liberator? Did it run? Either way, it's dead. Very much on fire. Oh, he brought the lurker over here. Look at him shuttling it. I like this. This is so great. It's going to get sniped, though. Overlord down. Ooh. Tanks unsupported. What happened there? I guess the army was busy worrying about those lurkers, left these tanks here, hoping they'd be fine alone. No, they were not. Solar re-expanding this 12 o'clock. The 6 o'clock is dead. He needs to replant there. Maru's doing his best here, but I really feel like he's not able to expand as much as he needs to. But can he make some insanely good trades with his ghosts and his liberators and win this game? Yes, absolutely. This is Maru we're talking about. He's our guy. Yeah, huge group of ghosts. Just, there's nothing they can't do. I mean, if they get surrounded by a bunch of cracklings and banelings, they will die. But other than that, they can kill everything. Roaches, Ravagers, Hydras, Lurkers, Broodlords, Ultras, whatever. Whatever the Zerg player wants to make. Ghosts are pretty much a decent to great counter against all of that stuff. That said, it is a maxed out versus a maxed out army. Maru's got a bit of a bank. He is expanding to the one location that's pretty much available to him. There is creep on this base, and Solar's parked down here. So, Maru wants to expand. He's got to go clearing some creep, which he's doing. Some different creep, but still. Snipe on that Viper would be pretty sick. Catching spellcasters, because they're expensive and really powerful. Catching a spellcaster with a snipe is always a good feeling. I'm sure Maru really loves that one. EMPs coming in again. Solar trying to get in here. I don't know. The Liberators are dying. Yes. Some SCVs are going down. Banelings are connecting on Ghosts to some extent, but if you don't kill them, they'll just get healed up. How many Ghosts down is that? 14 have died. This third base is an absolute death zone. 22 SCVs have died. It doesn't lift the orbital. I'm not sure that it mattered. There were like 12 Hydras in the neighborhood. So Solar says, that's good. I just killed a bunch of your SCVs, which I don't know that you need those as much because you have a lot of orbitals. For example, here for that mineral income. So maybe that just helped Maru free up his ability to get a bigger army supply than Solar can get, because Solar doesn't have the access to mules. He has to use drones to keep his income going. Ooh, I like this Liberator setup. Just casually sending the Liberators up here, recognizing there's some drones, there's some lings we can kill, and then everything escapes before the Liberator circle is set up. Are you gonna? Oh, this Liberator too. How's it going? Oh, you're in the circle, Queen, but enough with the Spore Crawler combined. Solar coming in. Zerg swarming again. He wants to get that factory. It's really burning down. Like, very much on fire burning down, but getting repaired now. So never mind. No longer burning down. It is on the upswing on the HP side of things. Yeah, this is just swarming right now. Solar is going to keep busting into this third base. Busting into this top right base seems difficult just because the wall of supply depots of command centers there, orbitals there, kind of blocking it. Blocking access to that planetary. But if that did die, I don't know that Maru really has the capability to keep this thing rolling after that. He's, you know, he's forced to cancel 12 o'clock again, so that's nice. Like, he's really making sure Solar doesn't have this. But I think Solar's okay having this base and this base. If he only has those and he keeps Maru away from this 12 o'clock, I still think Solar can win this game. The numbers, what do they mean? Holy bailing attack, Batman. Okay, abducting the Liberators into absolute death there, too. Solar not overextending, pulling back, maxed out Solar. Maru's at 161 supply. What is he doing? He's building more tanks. He's getting +3 vehicle attack. His 12 o'clock base gets canceled again for the third time today. And then Solar says, I will get revenge upon you, Marat. Just kidding. Ow. Good siege tank shot there. It's a 6-kill siege tank. I think every one of those kills are Banelings, which is awesome. Solar's expanding down here to the 5 o'clock. 12 o'clock gets canceled for the 4th time. Why not? Why not keep canceling this base forever? I really don't know that Maru knows about this base down here to the south. Lings. Fully upgraded Carakalacalings, just trying to find tanks to kill, trying to find SCVs to kill. Oh, they are... Oh, and he burrows him. I think he could have just killed some SCVs. Oh, this is bad. Baneling's getting some really nice hits. Tank stays alive somehow. Tank all the way down to nothing. This base... Nope, you're not landing down here. Sorry, sir. Maru's like, oh, yes, I am. If these were Banelings... Dude, the Baneling connection... Oh, that Baneling bomb would be sick. Alright, this hatch is going to die. Solar is still up about 10 supply total here. Army value, actually, Maru has a bigger one. Right? Because he's got 67 workers and Solar has 87. These things unburrowing and just going to town on these SCVs would be kind of awesome, actually. I'm not sure how much lower Maru wants to go on the worker count. Yeah, this is a fantastic TVZ. It's Maru, man, and it's one of the top 5 Zerg players on Earth. A top 10 Aligulac player in Solar. Oh my gosh. The Baneling count, though, is just a little bit insane. Those Lings on Burrow? I don't know if they did. Oh, these Medivacs dying. That's such a key to defeating Terran, is killing their Medivacs. Oh, I don't know about this. Maru, if he can't establish this base, I think that might just be the end. 178 to 114 supply here. Maru's got 300 minerals in the bank. No real ability to rebuild up to 200 supply. But he's staying in here anyway, man. Dude, Solar. I know that has Maru ranked higher? I must look up the Aligulac rankings. Dear Google, you know what I'm searching for when I type ALI into my phone, don't you? Yes, you certainly do. You sure do. Predictive text. Each tank. 1 kill. It's a creep tuber. Nice, I guess. So currently, Maru number 1. Aligulac. Solar number 8. So, I don't know. Let this be a lesson to you. Anyone in the top 10 can defeat anybody else in the top 10 any given game. This is a perfect example of that. Solar's not one of the greatest Zerg players on Earth, but today, he was Maru's equal, and that's it. There's just no way Maru hangs after this. I mean, his tanks are dead. His ghost count's been knocked all the way down. Whatever. GG's! That last Baneling hit. And Solar is your winner in 24:09. Yo, 29 ghosts died in that game. Only 8 remained at the end of it. 2 orbitals, a command center went down. No planetaries died today, which is a little bit weird. If you're going to beat a Terran player in 24 minutes, you generally have to kill one of those. Nope. No, you do not, it turns out. 882 Lings went down compared to 153 Marines, 67 Marauders, 29 Ghosts, as we already said. almost 1,000 lings. They did have Adrenal, which always helps. 3 hatcheries died 4 times. The 12 o'clock base was canceled, but Solar finally got it up. A Dropper Lord was killed with a lurker inside there. 7 lurkers died. And I don't know. I don't feel like a lot of lurkers were made today. How many lurkers did he have at the end of the game? 0. So 7 lurkers were made today. They all died. And just Hydra, Ling, Bane, Viper was good enough to defeat Marine, Marauder, Ghost, Widowmine. Yeah, 39 Widowmines died here today and 19 tanks. Got Hellbats in the mix. We got a Banshee in the mix. But yeah, Solar. Just excellent, excellent macro. Good micro, especially against those Widowmines. And just excellent Viper usage. And that's it, man. That's what helps Solar defeat him today. Okay. So that right there is gonna be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.